Sometimes that belly rub goes on just a little too long. Hi everybody, my name's Jason and welcome to Cats and Pats. So last week I put up a cute video of MooMoo and you all seem to really like it. I mean, I can't really take any credit for that video. MooMoo was the leading star in it. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll link it down below. Go watch it and then come back here because that's your primer. So as you saw, MooMoo was loving getting the belly rubs, but after about a minute, he grabbed my hand and started biting it. As you may or may not know, Moo is a pretty chill kitty. So what's up with this sudden aggression? Well, the good news for me is that this behavior is not uncommon in cats. It's something known as petting-induced aggression or petting overstimulation or maybe just overstimulation, something along those lines. And the closest analogy I can think of that kind of like makes sense and translates is this. Take scratching your arm for instance. You scratch it once or twice, it might feel good, doesn't feel like much. But if you go and like scratch your arm in the same place and just keep on doing it over and over, it starts to feel pretty irritating and potentially painful. This, we think, is the same sort of thing that's happening to your kitty, though the switch for them might be a little bit faster. They're lying there, getting pats, enjoying themselves, but then fairly suddenly, it can become really irritating and maybe painful to them. And they may not attack your hand, they may just get up really quick and bound away. And this threshold can vary wildly from cat to cat, with some cats enjoying it for hours while others don't want more than a minute. And all of this is different than, for example, if you were to reach over to a cat and they go and try to attack you immediately, chances are in that case they're either already in a playful mood or maybe they're defensive, they're scared, something's happening, and they may just be reacting out of fear. So yeah, that's something else. And I think this is where some of the animosity towards cats might come from like people who don't know about cats interacting with cats. Like they'll be patting them for a long time and not paying attention, not seeing any warning signs, and then a cat swats at them and they're all like, cats are jerks. And I'm all like, get over yourself. Because we, as cat people, know when it's coming, most of the time. You see, cats are very vocal with their body language. Is that the right word to use? It doesn't seem right, but also does seem right. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, cats give very obvious warning signs when they're becoming overstimulated and when an attack is incoming. So how will they warn you? Well, tail swishing is a big one. They won't be doing the normal cat tail just kind of sitting there doing its own thing. It'll be like very, quick twitches that are happening, or maybe like big whumps with their tail. Like they'll sit there and kind of slap it against like the couch or the ground or whatever they have around them. Dilated pupils are another big warning sign, like when you see their eyes and they look like big as marbles, just like big black circles. Luna is really good at this. And we sometimes say they have their wild eyes on or their wild eyes going, because you can see it, they have that look in their eye. Looking at their ears is another sign. If you see them flatten back like they're getting ready to fight, big warning sign. Their bodies may tense up a little bit. Much more obvious signs that your cat is done with this patting session is if they're hissing or growling. Maybe they take a quick swat or a bite at you. It's them saying, take the hint. The less aggressive warning signs usually happen first, and that's letting you know that something is about to go down. So along with this, chances are you're gonna know your cat 1,000 times better than any house guest coming in, especially if they're not really familiar with cats, maybe they don't own any. If you have a kitty that has a pretty low stimulation tolerance, let them know. It can be as simple as telling them that after a few minutes of patting that cat, she'll get pretty feisty. Or you can tell them something like, if you see her tail swishing, that means she's done and it's time for a break. It can save both your guest and your kitty from some pain and irritation. Also, it's important not to punish your cat for this. To them, it's starting to get irritating and painful and they want to put a stop to it. Makes sense to me. The biggest thing is to disengage, let your kitty calm down, and take a mental note for next time when you should stop. So, do you have feisty kitties like Luna and MooMoo? Or do you have kitties like my orangey porangey who will lie beside you and will get pets for hours and just loves it the whole time? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, hit that like button if you like this video and subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.